Hi guys, it's Carissa. I have a question for you. I showed these to my sister yesterday, and I think she pretty much thinks I'm just looking too closely. But I've been having weird results with my OPKs. Now, I do have internet cheapies, and I know that they're not 100% accurate. I know that when you have PCOS, it's kind of difficult to follow them. And I'm kind of mentally undiagnosing myself with PCOS. I'm not saying I don't have it, and I'm not like denying it, but ovulation isn't really my issue. I have all the other side effects like hair in my chin and skin tags and, an apple shaped body. I have all of the other symptoms. But in terms of ovulation, that's not really an issue anymore. It used to be a problem for me, but in recent years, like I would say in the last year and a half anyway, that's really not a problem. So that's why I feel like I can use these and sort of trust them more, or I don't know. That's just my feeling on it. I never used to use them. So this is only my second cycle trying. But what I'm noticing is the test line looks fine. Or I'm sorry, the control line looks fine. The test line looks too light. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Maybe I'll insert a picture. But does it look like the test line is getting lighter? Or at the very least on the most recent one, which is today's. I feel like it takes longer for it to develop and there's hardly anything there. I didn't save last month's tests because in a fit of like rage and anger and misery over the results of last cycle, and I was cleaning my desk and I saw it and I was like, ugh, I'm just gonna throw that out. It's just a bunch of things I peed on. So, but now that I'm looking at it, it's hard to say. Have any of you experienced this before, where it just looks like it's getting lighter, or that you thought it was getting lighter and it wasn't? It's really hard for me to tell. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to, use it. I think that it was a really good indicator. Last month it seemed perfect based on when I was told to take my trigger shot and when the doctors were telling me everything was happening the way that the strips were. I'm sorry. I just realized how late it was, like 10 minutes ago. And I was going to go to bed and I was going to go upstairs and wash my face. I've had something in my eye like for the last 2 hours. But I thought I would just ask you guys first so that before I take it again tomorrow, maybe I can get some feedback on it and know whether or not it's normal. I would be really, really surprised if I didn't ovulate this month because I seem to every cycle. And especially the cycles where I have used some kind of fertility drug like Clomid or the Femera last month. My body seems to just pick right up from there and say, okay, I got this. This is what I'm supposed to do. I think a lot of it is dietary, though. Not to say that I have eaten perfectly in the last year and a half or so, but I've definitely been more careful and more focused on my diet. I would say that's the only thing I can think of that attributes to it. Things like exercise and sleep and vitamins. I was not consistent with any of that. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I would be really surprised if that's indicating that I'm not going to ovulate or just, I don't know. I guess I don't really know how to look at that. I'm not stressing about it too much. Today is cycle day 13, and I am a late ovulator. I would tend to expect ovulation between days like 17 and 19, and be really surprised if it was earlier than that. But that's pretty much what I'm working with right now. And I haven't decided yet whether or not I want to call and order a trigger shot because it's like $90, I think. And I don't know. I don't know if I need one. I don't know if that's presumptuous of me or not, but if I do ovulate on my own, do I really need one? The thing is the prescription is in. You know, I don't need my doctor's permission or I don't need a new script. And even though I'm not being monitored this month, I know that I can just call the pharmacy. I use the mail order Freedom Pharmacy. And no matter what, because it has to be refrigerated, it is shipped overnight. So as long as I'm planning for, you know, they don't ship on Sundays, obviously. As long as I'm planning for making sure it's here, um, like 2 or 3 days in advance, I have some time to decide if I want to order that or not. If you were in my position, would you do that? I think that the concern on my end isn't so much ovulating, it's all the rest of it. It's everything that has to happen after that. You know, I think that that's where things don't necessarily work for me. So I think I have to focus more on doing things to positively impact implantation than ovulating. So I don't know. If you have any recommendations for me, other than the one that I'm about to give myself and follow, which is go to bed, I would really appreciate it because I feel very in the dark on this cycle. I don't want to just completely throw it away or not try or not make an effort. So what I'll do is I'll insert a picture at the end here of the test strips so you can see. My control lines are pretty faint, but they get, once they've been dry for a while, they get lighter. It's the test line that I'm more concerned about. Now I've probably repeated myself 6 times. So that's it for me tonight, guys. Thank you very much. Good night.